Okay, steveo, this is kind of like a video walkthrough of what I kind of think needs to happen to this thing to get it where we kind of want it to be. Okay, first of all, kind of look at some of the grading that's going on here. You can see that the back there is definitely lower grade and drains great, but when you come around here, you can see that this area is higher than there, and you can see that they're having issues with material and stuff coming onto the foundation slab and basically affecting this plywood on the bottom. We'll get back in there, but yeah, obviously I think we're digging a trench around there. They have a row of these masonry stones here, right there, so we'll probably take those and just basically outlay that around to build like a little buffer zone and get a drainage going there. That's what it kind of seems like there, and you kind of see, yeah, some of that just not looking super great. But yeah, okay, so in the space here, so when you walk on this, you can feel that the slab is moving toward this drain. So they knew that water was coming in here, and I feel like, that's what we're looking at right there. You can see they've got a weather barrier between the treated wood, which is encouraging. And all the wood around looks like it's in good shape. Not worried about that. These boards, though, this was obviously soaking up wood and bringing it into these guys. So that kind of leads me to, I guess, the first thing that I think we're going to want to do, and we'll get your opinion on this, is basically come out here, kick these boards out, and put in basically a layer, maybe down low, of some kind of stone or something like that then we can seal to water and just prevent water from getting in there. Yeah. And then from there, the idea is then to kind of build, and you know what? I get your thoughts on this. See, yeah, you can see that they had that's water coming in through there. But, hey, something to think about then is if you're doing that, and we're going to do that little kind of water thing around the outside, maybe we don't need to do this, but the original idea was to build a subfloor on top of these, right? So basically run the 2x4s on either side and just kick them out this way, right? So the floor would sit up above it and get up off of that. We'd obviously put some supports throughout, and just put a little weather barrier between, a little water barrier, and then mount them up off the slab. But, if we make that sealed, maybe we don't need to do that. Yeah, food for thought there. If we do raise the floor up, the door has got to also move up. We're talking about, we'd get in this zone where we're putting in what's probably going to be a short door, since this is only about, that wide, 2x4 width, and, that's about how far we'd raise that. So probably have to cut the door down at the bottom a little bit, but, Stu doesn't live here. We live here, so that's fine. All the switches, the wiring is here, but there's no actual switches in it. This is going to be a fun one here. You can see this is framed for a window. So we want to cut this out, and we want to put a window in here. So, not too big of a deal. It seems like there. You can see there's lights up there. There's a nice skylight there. We want to keep those boards exposed. We're picking out some finishing boards that we're going to go and put on in here. But it'll probably be like, yeah, that kind of the stuff that's in our current space. That's kind of the grooved white painted stuff, and we might do like a stylized board there or something like that. We'll be putting like a bike rack system up there. What we'll hang our bikes from. And and that way we can get them up and save the floor space. We're gonna keep that as storage and what it is. Yeah, that's kind of some of the big stuff. You can see there's some insulation that's still here, so you know, we'll obviously keep that and add to it our own stuff. And yeah, that's kind of a little bit of what we're kind of looking at, and we'll keep that stuff all exposed as well. Do some staining and kind of make it look nicer. Same with those guys. Yeah, but that's kind of what we're looking at. Potentially, I don't know, thoughts, maybe flip the door around. It would require some extra grading out here, but I'm up for that. Just kind of save us a little bit of floor space, and just, yeah, might make a little bit of that easier. Outside here, you know, you can see this board was obviously getting wet from somewhere, so I'll have to figure out where. But it looks like there's probably a point where just some water was coming in there, so we might have to do some kind of either build that out, put a gutter on it, something like that. Anyway, that's kind of the thought process. Again, you can kind of see the grading there, so we'll be digging. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Watch this video and we'll kind of discuss. And I'll think about if I should include anything else in this right now. I think we're good. But yeah, kind of see. Definitely got some tree trimming to do. Yeah. All right. The house.